Journeyman! What's up, guys? You probably noticed that I'm wearing something pretty badass. This is my coach's team top step training. You can see like the cassette in the bag, the Arizona Sun, I'm assuming. Looks pretty cool. I told him I would support, and so far so good. First time trying it on, figured I'd make the video in this apparel to show it off. Team Zoot, of course. Got some sponsors in the back where the pockets are. The padding feels all right, but we'll know tomorrow when I ride very hard in the shootout for the second time. All right, so Journeyman, what have you learned? What are we gonna talk about? What are you gonna rant about, more importantly? A lot of people, and I'm being overzealous, and I realize that I'm generalizing, but I'll just continue it. A lot of people overlook, myself included, overlook the morning routine and the maintenance side of being a full-time athlete. Because if you're like me and you don't have a bunch of sponsors and you don't have all this money to get 2 massages a week and dry needling and stuff like that, this is what you need to do. So look no further. So let's get into it. I have a Dick's Sporting Goods lacrosse ball. Don't know how much it is because I stole it from my wife. Thanks, honey. What we're gonna do is we're going to attack. We're gonna start from the bottom, from the floor, and work our way up. Dick's lacrosse ball. We're gonna hit the foot. I'm not gonna show because some people are weird, and honestly, I've already done it twice today, so I'll show it on the diagram of my hand. Right here, my index finger is going to be my big great toe, anatomically speaking. It's the first metatarsal. And right here will be the ball of your foot. Right here will be the plantar fascia. So what we're going to do, if you have pronation, everyone should have pronation, but if you have overpronated ankles and your arches are collapsing or they're being flattened because you don't take care of your shit, here's why. Or here's how to at least improve range of motion. All right, we're gonna hit this right here on the inside, underneath, and on the plantar fascia. Obviously you'd be standing. You're gonna put pressure down on that. You're gonna hear some cracks and you're gonna feel some cracks, and almost like visually you can hear it. And those are just adhesions, meaning that your fascia is actually sticking to your stuff in there, and it's limiting the range of motion of the fascia. It's not pulling apart. They're not stretching, essentially. So that's what that is. Okay, once we're done with myofascial release, we're going to move down and actually stretch the toes. So this is just done by sitting on them. 2 to 3 minutes. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Next, I foam roll my thighs, my hamstrings, my calves, my anterior tibialis, which is the front, like the shin area of your leg. Moving up to the hips, we're going to do 90-90s, which is, I love these, but they actually hurt because I suck at them. So, just like so, 2 sets of 10. Hear the popping and cracking. That's the tightness in the glutes, tightness in the psoas, tightness in the adductors and adductors. 2 sets of 10, left, right is 1. Okay, once we're done with that, we're gonna move on to the big booty band. I'm sure the girls will like this. We're gonna work on adductors and abductors. If you haven't worked on these can be a nightmare. So, lay down on your side like you're chilling out. You're going to engage the glutes and keep this in line, not like this, like this. And we're going to abduct, meaning the aliens have their probe light on you and they're taking away your knee. Abduction, adduction, adding. Ab, add, ab, add. Right, so 2 sets of 10, very small movement if you have weakness, like I do in this area, right? And we're gonna go to the glute bridges, 2 sets of 10. Flat on your back, raise up, engage. You can actually tap the working muscle, get that mind-muscle connection. 2 sets of 10. Then we're going to do monster walks from left to right. 2 sets of 10. You guys notice the trend? Left and right. Left and right with your toes almost gripping the ground, right? Trying to wake everything up. This is the morning routine. We're waking everything up. Or you can do it at night too. 2 sets of 10. Hooey. Oh, leg hair. I'm not good enough to shave my legs, so bear with me. So next we're going to do foam roll thoracic of the back. You can hit it about 20 times, back and forth, foam rolling. And then we're going to, after we're done moving back and forth, we're going to lightly engage the abs. We do not want our ribs to flare out like this. We want to keep them tucked. 20% engagement of the abs, hands behind the head, just relax. Stretching out the thoracic. Once we're stretched, we're fully stretched, we're going to thoracic rotations. Right hand, right ear, right elbow, left thumb, 2 sets of 10. Bam. Sam. Thank you, ma'am. 2 sets of 10, both sides. Next, we're going to do band pull-aparts. Ideally, you want a thin band like this, or even thinner. This is too thick, even for me, but I ripped all my other ones, so this will do for demonstration purposes. So, thumbs out for external rotation of the scapula, meaning you don't want your shoulders to be in like this. You want them to be out. You want your rhomboids, so the goal of this is your scapula almost always sits like this, right? Your shoulder blades. What we're doing is we're building the paraspinal muscles. We're pulling the rhomboid, we're engaging the rhomboid, just pulling the scapula, the shoulder blades in. So out, 2 sets of 10, shoulders back, abs engaged, 20%, 2 sets of 10. 2 sets of 10. Once we're done with that, we're going to do same movement, shoulders back and down, they're not up here. You don't want your upper traps to be engaged as much. Pull out a little bit of tension over your head, abs engaged. This is what it looks like if you flare. All right, we don't want that. You want your abs to be engaged. 2 sets of 10. Okay. Now we're gonna go into scoops. Scoop and score if you ever played football. External rotation, internal rotation. What is this for? If you're sitting in the TT position, right? Look at that position. I'm tightening all of this down, all of my pectoral muscles. This is always tight. So if you're a swimmer, if you're a triathlete, if you don't stretch this essentially, like I did forever. If you do a lot of push-ups, if you're stronger in push-ups than you are in pulling exercises, your rhomboids are gonna be, again, the muscles that bring together the scapula, the shoulder blades. It's a bad day for you. You're gonna have rounded shoulder syndrome like this, right? It should be like this, back and down, okay? We do not wanna be in the TT position for the rest of our lives, just for the 30 minutes it takes to win the time trial, right? So, scoop and score, external rotation. We're gonna do 2 sets of 10 very slowly, all the way, all the way. With the goal in mind of your armpit, you want to be able to see your armpit come out. All of this. Again, this is very important to actually touch the working group of muscles. 2 sets of 10, both sides. What else? Scooping, We're scoring. We got two sets of 10 on the 6-inch box. Once we got our scoops in place, you can do this on a chair too. I'll do it right here so you guys can see a little bit better. We've already established this, right? So establish that first. Come down, drop down, come up. Drop down, come up. 2 sets of 10. 2 sets of 10. 2 sets of 10. Oy. That's what I got for morning routines. And then I do have an inversion table behind you or to your left. And I always do that as well. For the chest, I always do lacrosse ball against the wall. So I just walk around here against the wall. Boom, 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 boom. Hit it lightly, not too much. And then I will, I normally do this on the bench behind me, but I cleaned the apartment, so it's on top of there because I was vacuuming. So shoulder right here. You can do this against the wall. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. And putting pressure right here. I'm trying to stretch these tight shoulders and chest. We're trying to stretch this bad boy out. Okay, so that's the morning routine. So don't overlook your morning routine. If you don't have a budget for dry needling and massage and all this other stuff, you should be doing this anyways, but dry needling and massaging and all that stuff, that's very band-aid symptom, taking care of the symptoms, not taking care of the problem. The problem is you're weak as SHIT in those areas like I talked about. So if you're a cyclist and a triathlete and you sit like this all the time, or if you're at a desk and my back is rounded like this all the time, that is no bueno, right? Right now, my shoulder blades are completely way out here. They need to be together. Not together fully, but closer back. They don't need to be way out here. So just keep that in mind, guys. This is what I do in the mornings. You can throw in some Theragun stuff too if you want to. I think I ran out of breath right there. Anyways, so story time. Journeyman, what are you gonna talk about? You got your morning routine out of the way. This is why it's very important to drink your coffee in the morning or something that is advantageous to you pooping prior to going outside and getting your morning run in or your morning swim or your bike or what have you, because you do not want to repeat what I just did. So, you guys know about the running shorts and the kind of banana hammock inside, the underwear inside the running shorts. Perfectly comfortable, I love them to death. And quick story, I was running with my wife and her friend, and I had a 55-minute run, and I'm like, don't need to drink coffee. So we got about 30 minutes into it, and essentially, I wish I would have drank coffee and did my morning routine like I always do, and go poop prior to running, because the bubble guts hit me like a volcano was getting ready to erupt. It was like that. You ever seen a volcano bubbling? That's what my stomach was like. It was trying to get out, essentially, right? So here's what we did. We were running. I didn't tell them because I was embarrassed at the time. And I didn't have a shirt on because I never run with a shirt. My shorts were, if you've ever ran in shorts for any period of time when it's hot in North Carolina, you get all sticky and your shorts are very stuck to your skin. So it's kind of like peeling a banana away from you. And I was about a quarter mile away, and I had to tell them to, hey, guys, I know I train full time, but I'm gonna have to take it easy right now. And they questioned, and my wife backed me up, thank you, honey. She just said, yeah, he takes his stuff seriously, he doesn't want to overdo it, but in reality, I just had to shit myself, to be honest, to be completely honest. So we got so they took off. I went into the driveway of our house. They kept going straight. I was fumbling with the keys at this point, trying to get into the back door, And dude, as soon as I put the key in counterclockwise to open the door, I'm opening the door, and immediately it was like the Hoover Dam just released after years of blockade. Dude, all of my built up angst came out of my butt. And essentially it looked like this, dude. This is what the underwear looks like in the shorts, and this is what I had. This is what I had in my shorts. And I was like hobbling to the bathroom with shit in my shorts, right? And I'm all sweaty, just imagine it, sweaty, trying to run through the house, trying to get to the bathroom. So you go through the door, you take a left through the kitchen, galley kitchen, and then you hang a right, and that goes all the way down the hallway to the master bedroom and to the bathroom. So I get in there and I'm like, oh. And I pull down my shorts, and as soon as I sit down on the toilet, all of this stuff falls right onto the back of my heel, onto my Cliftons, my Hoka Cliftons. And I just had shit all over my running shoes. It was an amazing time. So my wife covered for me again, dude. This is why she's a keeper. Many other things, but this is one of them. Because she said, when they were done with their run, they came in and they smelled the particles of feces that decided to come out of my stomach and say hello, basically. So they came inside, and her friend was like, "Oh my God, it smells terrible in here." My wife was like, "Yeah, we need to take out the trash or something." Oh, so what I'm saying is, drink your coffee, people. Drink your coffee in the morning, or drink whatever you got to drink to get you to go poop, because you do not want to be out there, raw dogging it with no freaking. You got to pull out your freaking sock or something from your running shoe and wipe your butt. That's not a cool thing to do, right? So let's not do that. Let's just find something that works for you. I'm not advocating for coffee. I don't know anything about caffeine or the effects of caffeine, but I know when I drink caffeine and I poop, I'm and I can have a more relaxing run that I'm not worried about shitting myself or biking. So, Journeyman, that's all I got for this video. Tomorrow, I've been way off, by the way, on my 5K. It's October 24th. I looked it up, sorry. Moving forward, we're looking to the 5K. I got 2 ambassador programs that I applied for. We'll see if those work out. And yeah, tomorrow is the shootout for the second time. I think I said that in the beginning of the video. And I will see you guys on Monday. Yeah. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Like, subscribe, comment, what have you. More engagement makes these videos funner for me. I get to check them out. And Journeyman out.